pure, unadulterated mechanical sound, the kind that doesn't just enter your ears but vibrates through your chest, rattles your soul, and plasters a grin on your face so wide it hurts. We're talking about the shriek of a naturally aspirated V10 engine, a battle cry becoming an endangered species in a world rapidly shifting towards forced induction and electrification. And at the heart of that glorious noise, for many sits this: the Lamborghini Huracan. This isn't just a car, it's a statement. It's a rolling piece of Italian sculpture forged from aggression and artistry. It's the dream that adorned countless bedroom walls, the aspiration that fueled late-night work sessions, and the benchmark many enthusiasts use to define the very essence of a supercar. But in an era of hypercars pushing 1,000-plus horsepower figures and lap times that defy physics, where does the Huracan truly stand? Is it still the king of drama? The ultimate expression of four-wheeled passion? What is it like to tame this raging bull? Not just on a pristine track, but in the real world. Can a machine this focused on raw sensation still connect with you daily? Or is it a weekend warrior, a beautiful brute best admired from a slight distance until unleashed? And perhaps the most poignant question of all, as the automotive world evolves, are we looking at one of the last magnificent echoes of a golden age? The last of a dying breed? Today, we're not just reviewing a car, we're exploring an icon. We will dissect its design, delve into the symphony of its V10, experience its ferocious performance, and try to answer those burning questions. So buckle up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, because this is our deep dive into the Lamborghini Huracan. Let's start with the first thing that hits you: how this looks. Lamborghini has always been about theater, turning heads and stopping traffic, and the Huracan is pure, unadulterated Sant'Agata Bolognese DNA. Inspired by the hexagonal form of a carbon atom, you'll find these sharp, angular lines everywhere. From the aggressive Y-shaped LED daytime running lights that pierce through the air, to the side profile that looks like it's been sculpted by the wind itself. It's a masterclass in purposeful aggression. There's nothing subtle here. The Huracan doesn't whisper its intentions. It screams them from every meticulously crafted panel. The lineage from its predecessor, the legendary Gallardo, is evident, but the Huracan is sharper, more modern, and arguably even more menacing. It's lower, wider, and possesses an undeniable predatory stance. Look at the way the roofline sweeps back, the massive air intakes behind the doors, not just for show, but vital for feeding that monstrous V10 and cooling its immense power. Aerodynamics plays a crucial role, of course. While it might not have the overt, in-your-face active aero of some of its more track-focused siblings like the Performante or STTO in its base form, every crease, every vent, every surface is designed to manage airflow, to keep the car pinned to the road as speeds climb into the stratosphere. The smooth underbody, the integrated rear spoiler, it's all part of a cohesive package that balances downforce with a slippery silhouette. And then there are the colors. Lamborghini offers a palette that's as vibrant and audacious as the car itself. From searing Verde Mantis green to bold Orancio Borealis orange, these aren't shades for shrinking violets. They demand attention, reflecting the car's extroverted personality. Even the name, Huracan, continues Lamborghini's tradition of naming its cars after famous Spanish fighting bulls. It means hurricane in Spanish, and it perfectly encapsulates the car's explosive nature. The Huracan's design isn't just about looking good, it conveys power, speed, and a heritage of rebellion. It's a visual promise of the experience to come, and boy, does it deliver on that promise. It's a car that makes an event out of every arrival, every departure, and moment in your line of sight. Is it beautiful? Some might say it's too aggressive for classic beauty. Is it striking? Absolutely. Unforgettable? Without a shadow of a doubt. Step over the wide sill, drop down into these deeply sculpted seats, and you're not so much in a car as you are in the cockpit of a fighter jet. The hexagonal design theme continues inside, influencing everything from the air vents to the stitching patterns. It's a driver-focused environment, and that's putting it mildly. The center console cants towards you, placing all essential controls within easy reach. And the start button? Oh, that glorious start button. Hidden beneath a red flip-up cover, just like a missile launch switch. It's pure theater, and it never, ever gets old. Press it, and you awaken the beast. The materials are a mix of high-quality leather, Alcantara, and carbon fiber depending on the spec. It feels premium, purposeful, and incredibly sporty. The steering wheel is a work of art, perfectly sized, often wrapped in Alcantara for maximum grip, and refreshingly devoid of a million buttons. Lamborghini keeps the focus on driving. Your paddle shifters are large, column-mounted, and crafted from cool metal, inviting you to take control. The digital instrument cluster is a configurable TFT display showing everything from a traditional rev counter and speedometer to navigation and performance data. In Corsa mode, it transforms to prioritize the rev counter and gear indicator, just as you'd want on track. Infotainment has evolved through the Huracan's life cycle. Early models had a system that was, let's be honest, a bit fiddly. Later iterations, especially the Evo and its successors, brought in a much improved touchscreen interface on the center console, handling media, navigation, and vehicle settings. It's more intuitive, but let's be real, you're not buying a Huracan for its class-leading infotainment. You're buying it for the drive. Comfort? Well, it's a supercar. The seats are supportive, designed to hold you in place during high G maneuvers. They can be a bit firm for longer journeys, and taller drivers might find headroom a tad restrictive. But this isn't a grand tourer, it's a precision instrument. Visibility, especially out the back, is what you'd expect, limited. However, Lamborghini provides parking sensors and a rear-view camera, which are necessities. Storage space is minimal. A small frunk can accommodate a weekend bag if you pack light, and there are a few cubbies inside for your phone and wallet, but practicality isn't its forte. This is a car you take for the thrill of the drive, not a Costco run. Ultimately, the Huracan's interior is an exhilarating place to be. It's a constant reminder of the car's potential, a perfectly executed blend of luxury, technology, and raw, unadulterated motorsport inspiration. It primes you for the experience awaiting the moment V10 barks into life. Now, let's talk about the main event, the crown jewel, the very soul of the Lamborghini Huracan. Its 5.2-liter, naturally aspirated V10 engine. This V10 is a glorious anachronism, a defiant roar against the quiet hum of progress in a world increasingly dominated by turbochargers and hybrid systems. And we love it for that. This isn't just an engine, it's an orchestra of mechanical fury. The sound it produces is complex, multi-layered, and utterly addictive. It starts as a deep guttural growl at low revs, building through a menacing mid-range before erupting into a searing, high-pitched shriek as it approaches its redline north of 8,000 RPM. It's a sound that defines the Lamborghini experience. Depending on the specific Huracan variant, from the original LP 610-4 to the Evo, the STO, or the Technica, power output hovers around 600 to 640 horsepower, with torque figures in the realm of 417 to 443 pound-feet. While no longer chart-topping in the face of some modern hypercars, these numbers are still monumentally potent, especially when you consider the engine's instantaneous throttle response. There's no waiting for turbos to spool up here. You flex your right foot, and the Huracan reacts now. This immediate linear power delivery is a hallmark of significant naturally aspirated engines, and it makes the car feel incredibly connected, an extension of your own will. This powerhouse is typically mated to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, Lamborghini's Doppia Frizione gearbox. It's lightning fast, delivering brutal upshifts in Corsa mode that give you a satisfying kick in the back, yet it's capable of being surprisingly smooth when cruising in Strada. The paddles, as mentioned, are a joy to use, giving you that tactile sense of control. Performance figures? They are, as you'd expect, staggering. 0 to 60 miles per hour typically dispatches in the low 3-second range, sometimes even dipping into the high 2s for specific all-wheel drive models. Keep your foot planted, and you'll surge past 124 miles per hour in under 10 seconds, with a top speed comfortably exceeding 200 miles per hour. But more than the raw numbers, it's how the Huracan delivers its performance. It's an event. The buildup of revs, the crescendo of the engine, the sheer G-forces pressing you into your seat. It's an assault on the senses in the best possible way. This V10 isn't just a means of propulsion, it's the emotional core of the car, the primary reason for its existence, and arguably, its most captivating feature. It's a masterpiece of internal combustion engineering, and its eventual departure will be mourned by enthusiasts worldwide. So, it looks incredible, the interior is a cockpit of dreams, and the engine is a legend. But what's the Lamborghini Huracan like to drive? In a word, exhilarating. The Huracan offers a driving experience that is both incredibly raw and surprisingly accessible, depending on the model and the drive mode you select via the ANIMA, Adaptive Network Intelligent Management, switch on the steering wheel. Let's start with Strada mode. This is your everyday setting. The engine note is a little more subdued, though still very present. The gear shifts are smoother, and the suspension is at its most compliant. The steering is lighter, making maneuvering around town easier. In this mode, the Huracan is surprisingly manageable. It's still an extensive, very low car, so you're always aware of its dimensions, but it doesn't feel intimidating. Flick it into sport mode, and things liven up considerably. The exhaust valves open up, unleashing more of that glorious V10 symphony. Throttle response sharpens, gear shifts become more aggressive, and the stability control allows for a bit more slip, especially in rear-wheel drive variants. This is where the Huracan starts to show its playful side. The steering increases, providing more feedback, and the car feels more eager and alive. For many, sport mode is the sweet spot for spirited road driving. Then there's Corsa mode. This is a full attack, maximum everything. The engine screams, the gear shifts are brutal and lightning fast, and the suspension firms up to its most aggressive setting. Stability and traction control are significantly relaxed, putting much more of the car's behavior directly in your hands and feet. Corsa is best reserved for the track or smooth, familiar roads where you can safely explore the Huracan's immense capabilities. The car feels incredibly precise, incredibly focused, responding to your inputs with razor-sharp accuracy. The Huracan has been available in both all-wheel drive, like the original LP610-4 and the Evo AWD, and rear-wheel drive configurations, like the LP580-2, Evo RWD, STTO, and Technica. The AWD versions offer incredible traction and stability, allowing you to deploy that V10 power with immense confidence, even in less than ideal conditions. They catapult out of corners with an almost physics-defying grip. The RWD models, on the other hand, offer a purer, more traditional supercar experience. They are more challenging and engaging for skilled drivers, demanding respect but rewarding finesse with a more playful chassis and the ability to steer the car with the throttle. Steering feel is generally excellent, direct, and communicative, letting you know exactly what the front wheels are doing. The chassis is incredibly stiff, thanks to its hybrid aluminum and carbon fiber construction, providing a fantastic platform for the suspension to do its work. Brakes, typically carbon ceramic, are potent, hauling the car down from ludicrous speeds with fade-free consistency. Is it a comfortable cruiser? Not really. The ride is firm, even in Strada, and road noise is ever present. But that's not what the Huracan is about. It's about engagement, excitement, and a visceral connection between driver, machine, and road. It's a car that makes you feel alive, demands your full attention, and rewards it with an unforgettable experience every time you get behind the wheel. The Huracan hasn't been just one car. It's been a platform for Lamborghini to create a whole family of incredible machines, each with its distinct character. Let's touch on a few key variants that have defined its legacy. Huracan Evo, RWD, and AWD. Introduced in 2019, the EVO was a significant update. It brought more power, around 631 horsepower for the all-wheel drive, 602 horsepower for the rear-wheel drive, revised styling with improved aerodynamics, and crucially, Lamborghini's LDVI system. This central brain controls the car's dynamic systems, AWD, rear-wheel steering, on the AWD, torque vectoring, and traction control, to predict driver inputs and adjust in real time. The result was a Huracan that was sharper, more intuitive, and more thrilling to drive. The EVO RWD in particular was praised for its pure, unadulterated fun factor. Huracan Performante. Before the Evio, there was the Performante. Launched in 2017, this was a track-focused beast. It introduced Lamborghini's patented ALA, Aerodynamica Lamborghini Additiva, active aerodynamic system. This ingenious tech used active flaps to maximize downforce for cornering or minimize drag for straight-line speed. Combined with a power bump, reduced weight thanks to extensive use of forged composites, Lamborghini's proprietary carbon fiber tech, and a retuned suspension, the Performante was a Nürburgring lap record holder for a time. It was raw, aggressive, and competent. Huracan STTO, Super Trofeo Omologata. If the Performante was track-focused, the STTO is essentially a road-legal race car, drawing direct inspiration from Lamborghini's Super Trofeo and GT3 racing programs. The STTO is all about extreme aerodynamics. Lightweight construction, over 75% of its body panels are carbon fiber, and maximum performance. It's predominantly rear-wheel drive, features a massive manually adjustable rear wing, a Cofango, one-piece carbon fiber clamshell for the hood and fenders, and a stripped-out interior. It's the most extreme iteration of the Huracan, designed for those who demand the ultimate track weapon with a license plate. Huracan Technica. Positioned between the road-biased Evio RWD and the hardcore STTO, the Technica aims to be the best of both worlds. It gets the STTO's engine, 631 horsepower, rear-wheel drive, and steering, but with a slightly more subdued, still aggressive, aerodynamic package and a more comfortable, road-friendly interior. It's designed to be thrilling on track but usable and enjoyable on your favorite mountain road. Many see it as the sweet spot in the later Huracan lineup. Huracan Strada. Then there's the Strada, the one nobody saw coming. This is a high-riding, off-road capable Huracan. Yes, you heard that right. With increased ground clearance, all-terrain tires, underbody protection, and a rally mode, the Strada is designed to take the V10 supercar experience to gravel roads and dirt tracks. It's wild, it's bonkers, and it's utterly unique. These are just a few examples, but they showcase the incredible versatility and engineering prowess Lamborghini has poured into the Huracan platform over its lifespan. Owning a Lamborghini. Huracan isn't just about the driving experience. It's about becoming part of a particular lifestyle and dealing with the realities of such an exotic machine. Let's be clear, this is not a practical daily driver for most people. Fuel economy is predictably abysmal. Insurance costs will be significant. Servicing and maintenance at a Lamborghini dealership are not for the faint of wallet. If you need parts, they will carry a premium. Then there's the attention. Oh, the attention. Drive a Huracan anywhere, and you become an instant celebrity. People will stare, point, take photos, and ask questions. For some, this is part of the appeal. For others, it can be much if you're just trying to pop into the shops. You need to be prepared for it. Low ground clearance means speed bumps. Steep driveways and potholes become major obstacles that must be navigated with extreme care. Many Huracans have a front axle lift system, which is an absolute godsend for preserving that beautiful front splitter. But for all its impracticalities, there's an undeniable sense of occasion every time you even look at it, let alone drive it. It makes mundane journeys feel special. It's a conversation starter, an icebreaker. And for many owners, the sheer joy and exhilaration it provides far outweigh any of the drawbacks. It's a car you buy with your heart, not just your head. So, let's boil it down. What are the ultimate pros and cons of the Lamborghini Huracan? Pros. That V10 engine. The sound, the response, the sheer drama, it's legendary. Head-turning design. Unmistakably Lamborghini, aggressive and beautiful. Exhilarating performance, blistering acceleration and incredible handling. Driver engagement. It's a pure thrill, especially in rear-wheel drive and more focused variants. Sense of occasion. Every drive feels special. Cons. Impracticality, limited storage, poor fuel economy, not a daily for most. Running costs, expensive to buy, insure, and maintain. Visibility. It can be challenging, especially for rear visibility. Firm ride. Even in Strada, it's not a comfortable cruiser for long distances. attention. This can be overwhelming for some. So, after all that, what's the final verdict on the Lamborghini Huracan? In a rapidly evolving automotive landscape, the Huracan is a glorious testament to the power and passion of the naturally aspirated supercar. It may not have the outright hybrid power of some newer rivals, or the featherlight agility of others, but it possesses a character, a soul, that is utterly intoxicating. Is it the peak naturally aspirated supercar? That's subjective, but it's undeniably one of the all-time greats. It offers a blend of raw emotion, stunning design, and ferocious performance that few cars can match. Each variant offers a slightly different flavor, but the core DNA, that incredible V10 and the unmistakable Lamborghini drama, remains. Suppose you're looking for a car that makes every journey an event, a car that stirs your soul with its sound and fury, and a vehicle that will be remembered as one of the last of its kind. In that case, the Lamborghini Huracan is, without a doubt, a compelling and utterly magnificent choice. It's more than just a machine, it's an experience. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the Lamborghini Huracan. What a machine! What an engine! What an experience! What are your favorite aspects of the Huracan? Which variant would you choose? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more supercar reviews, deep dives, and automotive adventures, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell to avoid missing out on our next video. We've got some incredible machines coming your way. Thanks for watching. Drive safe, and we'll see you in the next one.